Hello, welcome back to the Off-Grid family. Today I'm going to be trying to fix my Netbook battery. I've had this Netbook for years and years and years and I love it, and if the battery works, or if I can get the battery to work, then I will start using it again for, it's not, it's not fast enough and it's very, very old, but for writing and various other things it's just perfect. So let's just see if I can do it. I can't promise anything, but who knows, it might work, it might not. Okay, so it may not be quick, it may not be all in one piece these days, but I loved this laptop. It was such a great little piece of kit, and I stopped using it because the battery just stopped working, and I can have it plugged in, but it's not quick enough to need it to be used like that. But what I did use it for while it worked and while the battery still worked was I'd do my writing on it. I'd write scripts for my videos. Not that I use them anymore because who needs them when I'm this articulate. So anyway, going back to the truth, so I would still like this as something to do writing of that nature on, but as I say, the battery doesn't work. So the other day I was just thinking about it, and I've had this in a box maybe for 3 years, not touched it at all, and I was like, I wonder how much these batteries are. Are they cheap enough? I'm not going to spend any deal of money on them. And they're still about 25 quid. And I was like, well, do you know what? That's about the same price as you can get a normal battery for from a normal, a more modern laptop. It's lucky I don't have to write my scripts these days. I'm that articulate. The thing with these sort of batteries is they are fully enclosed. They're often ultrasonically welded, so that the edges you literally can't get into at all. So I was like, well, I can't fix this one, so I might have to go and actually spend the money. But it was only when I got it out, I noticed it doesn't appear to be ultrasonically welded. So it might actually just be screwed down, or it might be just clipped in place. If it is, I've got plenty of 18650 batteries. I could probably fix this. So I'm going to see about getting into this and having a look to see if it is possible to fix it. Okay, using my trusty knife, I'm going to start just having a look around first off for screws. And I'm going to see if there's any hidden under this label. Do you know what? I'm just removing the label. And there are no screws. See, all I needed was a mini meat cleaver. And I have it apart in one piece, which is shocking. Not literally, obviously, because that would have been bad. But now I can just take these out, and I'm hoping to God they're 18650 batteries. They normally are, but I have had some smaller and some larger. But they're normally stuck in with the most annoying glue stuff imaginable. But I wonder if we can get this whole board out as well, because this looks like this whole thing, this whole thing comes out. Oh my god, that's going to be handy as hell. Means I can test everything. Sometimes even this bit's stuck in. But if I can get all of this out, without breaking it too much, we should be okay to go. Whenever I normally take apart these computer batteries, number one, I'm a lot more rough with it, so I'm not trying to keep the case or the batteries, etc. But also, I use a big stick, and I just ram it in and push them out. But I, again, don't want to destroy too much. Getting there. Jeezy crazy. So close. So what we're going to do now is we're going to, I think, check the batteries, because I can guarantee one of them is knackered and the rest are probably fine. And if I can figure out which one's broken, I can probably figure out just to change one. Normally I would have done them all, but I'm not sure I can be bothered. I'm going to see about charging each one up individually, because I got a feeling that I don't have to recreate this. I think something's happened to the battery, and maybe it was just left too long and went completely flat, and now it can't charge on its own. So I'm going to charge each individual battery and see what we can do. Okay, this has been going for about 53 minutes. I'm going to now stop it, and I'm going to just move it on to the next lot of the next set of cells. I'm not trying to fully charge them. I just want to get them charged enough so that then when I plug them back into the actual computer and set it up to charge, it should hopefully charge properly. Okay, next I want to get rid of all of the sticky stuff. Now it is actually a tape, so sometimes you can just peel it up. Other times, oh no, this does seem to be peeling off. Other times you have to use stuff like this, which works wonders. This is sticky stuff remover, as you can read, and it does exactly what it says. It's one of those right on the nose sort of things. It actually works really, really well. But yeah, I'm going to get all the sticky stuff off here and off the batteries, and then we're going to plop them back in and test them. One thing I haven't said is I was going to, the reason I didn't charge them all up all at once was because I wanted to see if they held their charge, and I've just gone and tested them again, and they have all held their charge. So I'm going to actually put them back into the laptop and let the laptop charge it using the BMS. Now, don't do this if they're wildly different. If they're like a few, like if this is 1, 2 and 3 volts, you're just going to cause all sorts of problems. But each one of them is actually very close to the exact voltage of the other ones. So I'm just going to put it in and try it. If you don't know what you're doing to that degree, just leave it and let them charge fully. But yeah, I will be back once I've got rid of the sticky stuff. Excuse the noise, loads of people are down and around me at the moment, but unfortunately one of the connectors snapped, so I've had to solder it together. But I've just plonked it in here to see if it's going to work. I'm not even going to put the top bit on. I'm just going to chuck this in if I can. Hopefully I can. Could be harder than I thought. Because it's not resting in the right... Oh, fudge. Because it's not resting in the exact right place. I may have to put the lid on, but I don't really want to yet, because I may not be able to get the lid off. There you go. There you go. Right. If this turns on, then the battery is working. No, okay. It's not a complete fail yet. I need to now charge it until it's fully charged, and then it'll be a fail if it doesn't turn on. That did not used to come on, so that actually may be charging. Oh, that'd be exciting if it is. Well, it's like a bomb site around here with all the stuff I was using. Right, I'm going to take the plug out now. As you can see, it's still charging. I don't know how long it's been charging for. And then I'm going to try and turn it on. If it turns on, it's worked. If it hasn't, I won't be releasing this. Oh my god, it is working. I can't believe that. That's absolutely incredible. So as soon as that started up, I'm actually going to put I'm going to put the lid back on the battery and fully charge it. I couldn't get it to fully close here. It probably can, and I probably could slam it shut, but I don't really care. It's working now. I'm super happy with that, and it took just a bit of time. That's all it was. Okay, I may stand here and squish it together. No, I'm not. I'm just going to put it back in. Stop being silly. But yeah, that's working really well, and I'm really happy with it. It's one of those things I genuinely thought I was going to have to do a lot more with, and I was going to have to, you know, spot weld some batteries and do all that sort of guff. But now I don't have to. I can just fully charge it, and the battery lasts about 3 or 4 hours on this. It used to be about 10 hours, and yeah, absolutely fantastic. I'm super happy. Okay, so I'm as surprised as you that I got that to work. Eventually it will die again, like properly, and this time I won't just be able to charge the batteries individually. I will have to take all the 18650 batteries out, remake the battery pack and put it in. When I do that, I'll obviously make a video, but thank you so much for watching. Thanks to Darren. I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.